Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got one of those MacDon swathers?
Yes, sir.
We just wonder if I go by and look at it.
Oh yeah, anytime.
You had pretty good luck with it though, huh?
Oh yeah, we're on our second season with it, and man, I gotta say I'm pushing 25,000 acres.
Oh wow.
And it's been phenomenal.
And that's the only swather you're running, huh?
That's the only one I'm running.
We're actually headed that way, so.
Yeah, it's sitting here running, so come on.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Bye. Another satisfied customer coming your way. A lot of mountain lions, a lot of mule deer out there, big ones. A lot of hay ready to start cutting. Starting a third cutting now, so we'll be 100 mile an hour for the next 26 days getting through it, and start over and do it again. As you can see, they're pretty empty now, so we'll start refilling them here probably the end of this month, and we'll start filling them back up with alfalfa and Bermuda grass. My name's Lee Banning. I'm second generation hay farmer here in Arizona. We farm about 2,800 acres, and we custom harvest an additional 3,000 acres a year. Our main focus is retail hay for the horse market between alfalfa, Bermuda, and teff grass. The horse population in Arizona is crazy, and there's a lot of hay that leaves this part and goes to Texas and New Mexico, but a lot to Texas because the horse community down there is huge. A lot of big trainers, and so you can get more horse events in than your little heart will desire down here all winter long. And then my family has a dairy here. My sister's husband and his brothers and father have a dairy here, neighbors to us. So we do all their baled hay for them. And we grow some corn silage and some small grains and trade them for alfalfa standing that we bale in the summer for our feed stores, so the retail outlets. So we're cutting hay pretty much year round. We're baling the end of February, and we'll quit baling in December. And then we'll haylage it off. My brother-in-law's family, they'll come and take it standing, and they'll haylage it and chop it for the dairy. You know, the older that hay gets, the ranker the stem gets. And when you get a big, nasty stem on there, horses don't like to eat it. A finer stem, more leaf, anything's gonna want that. It's more desirable, but it looks better. Horses tend to eat it better. They clean it all up. They're not rolling stems. So I try to go by more time and appearance, just so that I can trying to make that bale all year long, that when the customer comes to my store, it's going to be as close as perfect every time, so that they don't ever leave upset. And we're outside, you know, so anyone that does this every day knows how impossible that is, but that's our goal, because you go to McDonald's and you get the same Big Mac, and it don't matter where you're at, you get the same Big Mac. So trying to educate people that, hey, we're an open environment, we're outside, we're dealing with Mother Nature, and it doesn't matter. We cannot put any influence on her. She's going to do as she chooses, and we have to accept what she gives us and deal with it. So we get sun, we get clouds, we get rain, we get dust, we get everything thrown at us, but at the end of the day, our customer expects perfection. That's a challenge to try to give them that every time, but that's what we're trying to do. In the dead summer, we average probably 116 to 118 degrees. And on days like that, we'll cut today. This hay will be in a bale tomorrow night. It dries down incredible. But for Arizona, it's pretty typical to be flood irrigated. Here, everything's through cement lined canals. Comes from our irrigation district to us. Most of our fields are between 80 and 100 acre blocks, quarter mile runs. All of our borders are on 95-foot centers, and we just laser level between the borders so that the water can flood down, and it's very minimal fall on this ranch, maybe 2 inches from top to bottom. So now all of our irrigation delivery gates, they're all automated. They got sensors in the field, and they're opening and closing the ports. And there's about 80 or 90 irrigation wells. So that's where our primary from ground pumping and from the river is the water source for us. We were running some MacDon swathers before, and my salesman had kind of, I don't know if he slipped up, he'd seen a prototype down here running when they're putting test hours on it. And I've been a guy that's always tried to be pretty innovative on the latest technology and trying, because labor is such an issue for us. So when I caught wind of this thing, I was jumping up and down on him like, hey, I want the first one, I want the first one. So we got it delivered last year, and it's on a Case 300 Optima. The only other things that we've seen is the triple mowers. So they do have that front attachment within the 3-point on the side mowers. But for our application, them don't apply very well because we're running in borders. Then that windrow's wider on them. And so you have to change your raking, either a merger or some type of rake. And then down here, everything's about speed just because of our weather. This lays consistent with a traditional swather. So that's the best part for us. It's incredible when you witness it going through the field. It's one of them deals that it might be a little intimidating at first when you look at the sheer size of it, but man, I'm a big fan of it. Ran it all last season, probably anywhere between 25 to 30,000 acres on the unit, and it has been flawless for us. It's probably one of the best things I've seen in my time, which is short in this farming game, because one guy, he can knock 300 acres down a day and it's not a problem for him. So we need cold AC and basic function. We don't need all the fancy luxuries that come with it. On these, they're very simple. It's just PTO controlled on the tractor and then the ground speed through the tractor. So for me, I really like it because it's so simple. There's, and the controls are set up that push button A and the front head goes up, push button B, the rear head goes up, and then we just have one lever that's controlling the swing. Very user-friendly. So a big cutting down here for us is probably 1.5 tons, and it's in the spring, but we probably average a ton, and we're way overpowered for that. I mean, the tractor's running 1,600 RPM, between 1,600 and 1,800 RPM, and it's 14 mile an hour, and it's not even working the tractor. We can cut 400 acres, between 400 and 500 acres on a tank of fuel. Get after it ASAP. It's the latest, greatest technology and efficiencies, and for the most part, that thing is flawless.